If you're listing your house in the near future, you're not going to want to miss this. These are the top 4 biggest mistakes sellers are making currently in this market. So first of all, overpricing your home in today's market, don't do it. Just don't. We have more inventory now than what we've had in the past couple of years. So buyers have a lot of choices right now. So if you overprice your home, they sniff it out. And in fact, we know a home is overpriced whenever there's not other homes that have sold like it in the neighborhood. Or we also know a home is overpriced is if your home's been sitting on the market for a really long time. That's an indicator as well. So talk to your agent. We're in a unique situation here in Houston area because we had this major hurricane. If you're not seeing the showings, you're probably not going to see the offers, right? But look at the data for showings for the neighborhood, and there are some listing reports that can show that data. And if you are below the average for the neighborhood, then you know you've got an issue. So check with your agent on that and be sure that you're pricing your home competitively. Secondly, some sellers are skipping out on the small stuff right now, and their listings are really losing out. So you want to make sure that you're paying attention to all the details. Those windows that you haven't washed since you've lived in the house, you're going to want to wash them. The curb appeal, replacing plants, making sure that is spot on, cleaning the air vents, all the details really matter right now whenever we are seeing inventory at higher levels. Next, we have to realize that this is a business transaction, okay? And a lot of sellers are getting their emotions wrapped up into it, and they're not thinking objectively. They aren't looking at the long term, right? This is where working with an agent that's level-headed can help you really see where your goal is and how to get there without all the emotion. So sellers really need to take a step back and realize, hey, this is for a business deal, not necessarily an emotional deal. And lastly, the unnegotiable sellers of the COVID years are long gone. Right now we are seeing negotiations happen, not only at the start of going under contract, but also during the option period. On most transactions, there's some that are exempt that have multiple offers, and those are different situations, but most sellers are having to negotiate during those time periods. So be willing to make sure that you have a happy buyer to get to closing. That's going to be key to getting the deal done. Of course, if you have questions on what the market looks like in your area on selling and or buying, don't hesitate to reach out. I'll give you all the scoops so that way the transaction is as seamless as possible.